Yeah. Give me your attendance for your student. Roll number 1,
Present, sir.
2, 2, 3, 4,
Present, sir.
5,
Present, sir.
6,
Present, sir.
7,
Present, sir.
8,
Present, sir.
9. New roll number, huh? For your student. You have to give your attendance by using a new roll number. 10,
Present, sir.
11,
Present, sir.
13,
Present, sir.
14,
Present, sir.
15, 15, 16,
Sir,
16, 12
Now
present. ठीक है 17,
Present, sir.
18, 18.
हॅलो सर 2 प्रेझेंट आहे.
मग काय झालं होतं तुला बोलायला रे?
सर ते माईक दाबलं पण ते चालू होत नव्हतं.
17, रोल नंबर 17,
Present, sir.
18, 19,
Present, sir.
20, 21,
प्रेझेंट सर.
22,
प्रेझेंट सर.
23, 23, 24,
Present, sir.
25,
Present, sir.
26, 27, 28,
Present, sir.
29, 30,
Present, sir.
31,
Present, sir.
32, 32, 33, 34, 34, 35, 36,
Present, sir.
37, 37, 38,
Present, sir.
39,
Present, sir.
40, 41, 42,
Present, sir.
43, 44,
प्रेझेंट सर.
45, 45, 46,
Present, sir.
47, 48,
प्रेझेंट सर.
49, 50,
प्रेझेंट सर.
51,
Present, sir.
52,
Present, sir.
53, 53, 54, 54, 55,
Present, sir.
56,
Present, sir.
57, 58,
प्रेझेंट सर.
59,
Present, sir.
60.
प्रेझेंट सर.
Present, sir.
कोण आहे? किती जण आहे? 60,
Sir, me a 60 Sakshi Shinde.
61,
Present, sir.
62,
Present, sir.
63,
Present, sir.
64,
Present, sir.
65,
Present, sir.
66,
प्रेझेंट सर.
67,
Present, sir.
68,
Present, sir.
69, 70,
प्रेझेंट सर.
71, 72,
Present, sir.
73, 74, 75, 76,
Present, sir.
77,
Sir, 75 present.
77, 78,
Present, sir.
79,
Present, sir.
80,
Present, sir.
81,
Present, sir.
82.
प्रेझेंट सर.
चलो In the last lecture, we have seen the conversion and that how we can convert from NFA to DFA with the stepwise process as well as with a shortcut method. Fine. The next bit is NFA null. Fine. So how basically the symbol it is used, it is used as a epsilon. Fine. It is also known as a NFA null or NFA epsilon. Fine. So before that, we have seen the automata which is related to the deterministic finite automata, non-deterministic finite automata. What it means, by processing only one input, I can reach to a next state. It may be Q1, and by processing B, I reach to a state that is to the Q2. Same as what about the NFA? By processing only one input, I can reach to a multiple state. Means by processing A, I can reach to Q1. Again, by processing A, I can reach to Q2. Same input, but I can reach to a multiple state. So that's why the transition, how it defines the transition, it defines that in a state, you are going to process the input and it's a power. Why? Because it can have a multiple state. So that is 2 raised to Q. And here the transition, how it differs, in a state, you are going to process the input and it will reach to a next state. Fine. So what about the NFA epsilon? Fine. NFA epsilon, if you do a coding, that is a condition, say as a if condition. Fine. And if condition, I'm going to check the condition, and if the condition gets true, I will execute a true body statement, or if the condition gets false, I will execute a statement which is related to the false. Fine. So this one is a simple if and else condition. Fine. But if I go for a looping, say suppose for loop, while loop, and do while loop. In a while loop, you are going to first check the condition. Fine. You are going to first check the condition, and if the condition is true, then only you are going to allow the debugger to enter into a body statement. And if the condition gets false, it will exit. Same as for the do while. In a do while, you're having a first do statement, then a body, and lastly you are going to check the condition with the help of while statement. Right. So here what it means, when there without checking any condition for a once, without checking any condition for a once, the debugger can enter or can execute a body statement which is been defined in between a do and while loop, and without checking any condition at once. And later on, when it execute this statement, fine, now at the second time it will going to check the condition, and if the condition gets true, then and only it will enter into a do while statement. If the condition gets false, it will exit from there only. Means what it means, even though the condition is true, false, whatever, without checking any condition, what I'm saying, without checking any condition, I want to execute the body statement at once. मला तो एकदा तरी body statement execute करायचे without checking any condition. Fine. Same as here, the NFA epsilon, it is being related to that concept only, or NFA null. What it means, I want to jump to that particular location. Same as you having a go to statement also, to jump to that particular statement. Fine. And in a microprocessor, you're having instruction that is jump, which requires 3 bytes to jump to that particular memory location. Fine. So here, same as I want to jump, having say suppose Q0, by processing A, I reach to Q1 state, and again having one more, that is Q2 statement by processing B. So this one is a simple transition diagram. Q0, in that I have processed A, it reached to Q1 state, and in Q1 state by processing B, it reached to Q2 state. Now I want to move from Q0 to Q2. Initial state pasun mala Q2 या state पर्यंत जायचंय. So compulsory I have to process the input string AB. then and only it is possible to reach from Q0 to Q3 state. जर मी हे प्रोसेस केलं नाही स्ट्रिंग ए आणि बी तर मी तो रिचच होऊ शकत नाही बरोबर Q2 स्टेटला. सो इवन दो विदाउट प्रोसेसिंग एनी इनपुट आय वॉन्ट टू रिच इट, सो बाय प्रोसेसिंग अ नल or a epsilon, that is known as a transition, epsilon transition, I can reach to a state that is Q2. Means without processing any string, without processing any input, I can reach to any one of the states in the transition diagram. Means यामध्ये काय आहे की यामध्ये condition nothing, you are not going to check any condition, you are not going to process any input, but I want to jump to that particular memory location. It is all about the concept which is related with a compiler and a main memory where the program it is been executed. तुम्हाला पण माहिती आहे की मायक्रोप्रोसेसर मध्ये तुम्ही ऑलरेडी यू हॅव गॉन थ्रू द कन्सेप्ट फाइन. अ प्रोग्राम C++, whatever the program, when you compile, fine, it is to be divided into a 3 to 4 chunks of memory. It may be related to a data, what data basically the program it have, the code, fine, the instructions, and the data structure. It may be related to the stack, it may be related to the heap, fine, which data structure you have used, fine. So same as without processing anything, I want to jump to that particular location and I want to execute that instruction. It may be any instruction. Same as here, what the background transition diagram, it deals with the background transition, it deals with a null. Means I am jump to that particular location or I jump to that particular state, Q2 state, without processing anything. So that is known as a NFA epsilon. And what it means, NFA epsilon, simple definition, means without processing anything, I want to move or I want to jump to that particular location. So I am going to process the symbol, that is null symbol. And with the help of null symbol, I can reach to the any of the state. Is that clear, third year student? Fine. So with the help of the epsilon, the automata can move from one state to the another state. Right? So I can have multiple null symbol in a transition diagram. It is not like that कि भाई एक ही रहेगा क्या आपका. Say suppose I having the state that is Q0, Q1, next Q2 state, next one is the Q3 state, and Q3 will be the final. Here I am processing A, here B, fine. Again here it is A. By processing A, again I can reach to Q2. Why? Because it is a NFA, fine. Here I will process B, here I will process A, I reach to this particular state, fine. So now I want to jump from Q0 to, say suppose Q2 state without processing anything. So what I will do, I will process here as a null. यार मुझे अभी इनिशियल स्टेट से Q1 स्टेट पे भी जाना है विदाउट प्रोसेसिंग एनीथिंग, मुझे कुछ भी प्रोसेस नहीं करना है, बट मुझे Q0 से Q1 स्टेट पे जाना है. तो आई कैन हैव again a null symbol. I can also want to reach from initial to a final state, means I can have a multiple null symbol in a transition diagram, and the purpose is that I want to jump to that particular location or to that particular state and I want to execute the instructions. Fine, simple. Is that clear, third year student, NFA? Fine. So what the tuples or what the machine, fine, it consists of. So simply जसं DFA आणि NFA ला जे tuples related आहे, the same tuples it is been related to the NFA epsilon. Fine. So what are those tuple? NFA epsilon. Fine. So the machine, it consists of a state, set of states. Next one is the input you are going to process. Initial state you having, fine, transition function, and the final state. So these are the same tuples which is related to the automata, DFA, as well as for a NFA. But where it differs in a transitions. Right? So here how the transition of NFA null it deals in a state. In a state, you are going to process the input as well as the null symbol also. If you go through the transition function of the DFA and NFA, in that compulsory you have to process the input, fine. But here I can process the input as well as a null symbol also. So you are having a union of input as well as null. And what it say? what will be the output? Again, the output is 2 raised to q. Reason is that why? Because it's an NFA. NFA epsilon hai. So by processing one input, I can reach to a multiple states. And the rest of the definitions related to tuples are q is all about a set of states. Next submission is input symbol. You are going to process q0 initial state transition, and f is nothing but it's a final state. But remember that automata definitely it differs mainly for a transition only. And so just write down the transition of NFA epsilon. Also write down the statement related to each tuple, that is q, what the q it's deals with or stands for. Then afterwards submission, q0, transition, and f. When I'm just have written it the transition function, but rest of the tuple you write it. Is that clear, third year student? Fine. Now we will see the examples related to the NFA epsilon. Fine. So the first bit in a NFA epsilon is nothing but the epsilon closure. Epsilon closure or a null closure. So it may, in university question, definitely they ask for 2 to 3 marks that calculate or compute a epsilon closure for this particular transition diagram. So kaise compute karenge? Fine, we will see it. But first of all, we will see how to compute the epsilon closure. Fine. So the first statement, what it say? It says that the epsilon closure, whenever you are going to calculate the epsilon closure of for a state, fine, you are going to first include that state in a set. Fine. So the epsilon closure of state, say suppose you are calculating any one of the epsilon closure of a state, that is qi. First think what you are going to deal with, you are going to include that particular state in a set. Or say suppose q0 चा जर तुम्ही epsilon closure of q0 चा काढत असेल तर त्या सेट मध्ये q0 यालाच पाहिजे, फर्स्ट स्टेप आहे. q4 चा जर काढत असेल तर q4 त्या सेट मध्ये याला पाहिजे. बरोबर, हा आहे त्याचा फर्स्ट स्टेप. सेकंड स्टेप व्हाट इट से? It says that the set of state reachable. So with the help of epsilon, where I can reach. So reachable from epsilon move, or I can say a null move from epsilon move. So you are going to check from q0. If you are calculating the epsilon closure of q0s, then you are going to check with the help of null from q0 in which state basically I can reach. I can reach to a multiple state also. जे आपण previous हाला आपण बघितलेलं होतं. When I want to calculate the epsilon closure of q0, fine, simply here epsilon closure of q0, I say that I can reach to q1 state. Why? Because I have processed the epsilon. I can reach to q2 state. I have processed the epsilon. I can reach to q3 state. Why? Because I have processed epsilon. Fine. So the second statement, it deals with the set of states reachable from a epsilon move. Fine. And the third step, that is a set of state that is reachable from existing state and soon. And soon is nothing but if I third step, remember that third step. Now consider that I want to calculate the epsilon closure of q0. Right? So I can reach to a q1 state. From q1 state, again, whether I have processed any epsilon move. Are you getting? Say for a while, in this diagram only, for a while, consider that by processing epsilon closure, I move to next step, that is to a q4 state. So you are going to link it. You are going to link that in which state basically I can reach, go on reaching by processing just only a null symbol. So here I can say that from q0 to q1, when I reach with the help of null symbol, again I can reach to q4. Why? Because in q1 I am having a epsilon. So I can reach to Q4 state. Means Q1 I can say now it's an intermediate to go from Q0 to Q4. Why? Because directly we're having a null symbol from Q0 to Q1 and from Q1 to Q4. So indirectly I can reach from Q0 to Q4. That concept which is related to the step number 3. Is that clear? First step, epsilon closure, whenever you are going to calculate, you are going to add that particular state in a set. Second, you are going to check with the help of null where I can reach. And third one, you are going to also check with the existing state that where I can go further to the next state just by processing a null symbol. And just write it down. And we will see one example which is related to the epsilon closure. Fine. In that, write down compute. Compute the epsilon closure. Compute the epsilon closure. Epsilon closure for a transition diagram. For a transition diagram. So just draw a diagram. बरोबर diagram draw करून घ्या अगोदर. Again from Q6 to Q1. Diagram दिसते का third year student? Anyone? Complete diagram दिसतो ना?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Visible.
Q6 पासून Q1 चा दिसतो का की null process करून परत मी revert back आलेले?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. ठीक. चलो ठीक आहे, तर आपण काढूया की डायग्राम जर ड्रॉ केलं असेल तर वेल अँड गुड होईल. बरोबर. सो द सोल्युशन इज नाउ द फर्स्ट you are going to calculate the epsilon closure as a problem statement it says. Fine. So epsilon closure of Q0 state. So there are states from Q0 to up till Q7. So for each and every state you are going to compute a epsilon closure. Fine. And what the first step it says, now we are going to compute the epsilon closure of Q0. What the first step it says, so whenever you are going to calculate the epsilon closure of a particular state, include that state in a set. So in a set now Q0 will come. Right? Next step, you are going to check by epsilon in Q0 state where I can reach. So if you go through a diagram properly, I can reach to Q1 state by processing null in Q0. Again, by processing null, I can reach to Q7 state also. म्हणजे Q0 to Q7. Barabar? What the second step? I will write it here. What the second step epsilon moves from? Barabar? What the second step it says? Second step it says that check that in a particular state when you are going to process the epsilon, in which state basically it can move. So I will directly define here, that is I having from Q0 to Q1 by processing null, again from Q0 to Q7. This one, it deals with a second statement. Barabar? Here, where it is this one, the set of states reachable from epsilon move. What about the third steps, that is existing states and soon further you go on, right? So if I go from Q0 to Q1, just go through this state, check for this state. When I go or when I move from Q0 to Q1 by processing null, in Q1 state, whether there is a null processing in Q1 state, check for that also. तर मी नल प्रोसेस करून Q0 टू Q1 स्टेटला गेलो. Q1 स्टेट मध्ये तुम्हाला चेक करायचंय वेदर इन अ Q1 स्टेट any null transition is there or not. Yes, definitely here in Q1 state a null transition is there, and by processing null transition I can move to Q2 state and Q4 state. So third step here I will define that again I having a epsilon move from Q1 to Q2 as well as from Q1 to Q3. This will it deals with a third statement, this will it deals with the second, and here Q0 itself it is added into a set. So the finally
Q4 येईल ना, Q1 to Q4.
Q4 है का? अरे sorry Q4 है. Okay, good, fine. Q4 येईल Q4 बरोबर है ना? Q1 to Q2 and Q1 to Q4. Yes. So here now you are going to add all those states which a null transition is processed. So I have included Q0, next one Q1, next Q2, Q4 and Q7. So this will be a epsilon closure for a state Q0. हे हा जो concept आहे हे तुम्ही लिहा किंवा न लिहून नाही लिहिलं तरी चालेल, बरोबर. फक्त एक बेसिक अंडरस्टँडिंग साठी मी तुम्हाला हा दाखवलेला होता फर्स्ट, बरोबर. नाउ यू टेल मी द output or the epsilon closure for a Q1 state. So next you are going to compute the epsilon closure of a Q1 state. So the first step, include that particular state in a set. Next check for the existing as well as the epsilon move. तो क्या आएगा output बताना मुझे Q1 state का epsilon closure.
Q2, Q4.
Q2, Q4. So Q1, Q2, Q4, this will be the epsilon closure for a Q1 state. Next, epsilon closure for Q2 state. Epsilon closure of Q2 state. तो Q2 state का क्या आएगा बताना मुझे.
Q2.
Just only Q2. Remember that just only Q2. Why? Epsilon वहां पे null transition है ही नहीं Q2 state में. वहां पे गया. Q2 state मध्ये null process झालेला नाही, फक्त inputs आहे, that is a 0. Right? Now move for epsilon closure of Q3. What will be the output for a Q3? Anyone?
Q1, Q6, Q7.
Q1, Q6, Q7 आणखीन?
Q2, Q4.
Q2, Q4. Yes. So here, how many states basically it is there into the epsilon closure for the Q3? It is a Q3, Q6, Q7, Q1 again, Q2 and Q4. Most of the students get confused कि भाई यार ये फिर से Q1, Q2, Q4 पे कहाँ पे है? We will just go through the diagram. Fine. We are calculating the epsilon closure of Q3. Fine. We are going to calculate the epsilon closure for a Q3. So here, the first step is that include that particular state. I have included. Second step, check whether the null it is been processed into the Q3, and if it is processing, in which state basically it moves. So I will directly define Q3 to Q6 by processing null. So I have added the Q6 also. Third step, you are going to check whether the existing or the intermediate, again it is processing null or not. So when I reach by processing null transition from Q3 to Q6, again in a Q6, a epsilon transition is processed. Again in a Q6, the epsilon transition is processed. So by processing a null in a Q6 state, I can reach to Q7 state also. Next है कि भाई null process करने के बाद Q6 में ही I can reach to revert back to a Q1 state also. Just go through. वहां पे रिवर्स भी है कि भाई null process करने के बाद मैं फिर से Q1 state पे भी आ रहा हूं. Means null transition in Q6 2 times it is being processed, which reach to Q7 and which would reach to Q1. So again I am going to add a Q1 state also here. और Q1 स्टेट में भी मैं चेक करूंगा कि भाई Q1 स्टेट में भी ट्रांजिशन नल ट्रांजिशन प्रोसेस है कि नहीं. यस, यहाँ पे भी नल ट्रांजिशन प्रोसेस हुआ है. दैट बाय प्रोसेसिंग नल आई कैन रीच टू Q2 एंड Q4 ऑल्सो. सो हियर इट कैन हैव Q2 एंड Q4 ऑल्सो. अगर वही मैं थोड़ा चेंज कर देता, द ट्रांजिशन व्हाट आई विल डू फ्रॉम Q6 टू Q0, व्हाट आई एम सेइंग, फ्रॉम Q6 टू Q0 बाय प्रोसेसिंग नल, व्हेन आई रीच at that time I can add a Q0 also. मैं Q0 भी वहां पे ऐड कर लेता. Are you getting?
सर या केस मध्ये पण Q0 होईल ना?
नाही, या केस मध्ये Q0 कसं येईल सांग मला.
Q7 वरनं Q0 वर पण चाललंय.
नाही ना बाळ, ते बघ प्रॉपरली चेक कर. Q0 पासून Q6 ला आहे.
हा येस सर,
बरोबर आहे ना. Q0 पासून ते Q7 ला आहे. रिव्हर्स नाही. हा, रिव्हर्स असलं असतं तर जे तू आता आन्सर सांगितलं तो पण आला असता. बरोबर, जर तो रिव्हर्स असला असता तर Q7 टू Q0. सो व्हॉट विल बी द इप्सिलॉन क्लोजर. अरे यार, and what will be the epsilon closure now for a Q3 state? It is Q3 Q6. Q3 Q6 Q7 Q1 Q2 Q4. What about, tell me fastly now. आता तुम्ही कॉम्प्यूट केलंच असेल. इप्सिलॉन क्लोजर फॉर अ Q4 स्टेट. Q4 स्टेट को क्या आएगा? Just only a Q4. Why? Because in a Q4 state a null transition is not processed. Fine. तो फर्स्ट स्टेप ही रहेगा कि भाई उसको हम इंक्लूड करेंगे. What about the epsilon closure for a Q5? हाँ, Q5 को क्या आएगा बताना मुझे. थर्ड ईयर स्टूडेंट.
Q5, Q6,
हाँ, Q5 Q6
Q7,
Q7
Q1, 2, 4.
Q1 2 4. Yeah, what will be for Q6?
Q6, Q1, Q2, Q4, Q7.
Q6 Q7 Q1 Q2 Q4, and lastly for a Q7 it is just only a Q7. Is that clear? Third year student, इसमें कुछ प्रॉब्लम है? सिंपल है. बरोबर. एक एग्जांपल अपन सॉल्व करूया and then we will stop here, and tomorrow we will just go through the conversion from NFA null to NFA, NFA null to DFA. तो ये कंप्लीट जो बिट है ये हमारा फिनिश हो जाएगा. उसके बाद नेक्स्ट लेक्चर से हम मिले मशीन और मोरे मशीन देखेंगे. Again, these are the different machines used to compute some logical operations. Fine. नेक्स्ट एक्झाम्पल लिहून घ्या आणि त्याचा आउटपुट मला सांगा. कॉम्प्यूट द इप्सिलॉन क्लोजर, compute the epsilon closure for a state or for a transition diagram. Q0, Q1, Q3, Q2, Q4. Q1, A, B, null, B, null. Okay, tell me the answer. Epsilon closer for Q0 state. क्या आएगा बताना मुझे Q0 state का?
Q0, Q1, Q3.
बस इतना ही आएगा?
Q2.
Q2 भी आएगा ना? Just go through Q1 से फिर वो Q2 पे भी आ रहा है ना? By processing a null
Yes,
transition.
sir. Yes, sir.
Q0, Q1, Q2 and Q3. आ रहा है क्या आंसर आपका सभी? All the student. Next, epsilon closer for Q1. Q1 का क्या आएगा?
Q1, Q3,
Q1
3,
और बस इतना ही आएगा?
Q2,
Q1,
Q3.
Q2, Q3.
Q1, Q2, Q3. Q1, Q2, Q3. Why? Because सेम ही है कि भाई Q1 में फिर से नल प्रोसेस करने के बाद मैं Q2 स्टेट में भी जा रहा हूँ और Q1 में नल प्रोसेस करने के बाद मैं Q3 स्टेट में भी जा रहा हूँ, बरोबर? नेक्स्ट, इप्सिलॉन क्लोजर फॉर अ Q2 स्टेट. Q2 के लिए क्या आएगा? Q3 and last one is a Q4. Yeah, for Q2 state.
Q2.
Just
Q2.
only Q2. Why? Because the null transition, it is not processed in a state Q2. What about the solution for Q3 state?
Q3.
Yes.
Q3.
Same. Why? Again, उसमें null process नहीं किया हमने. What about Q4 state?
Q4, Q3.
Q4 and Q3. Yeah. इसमें किसी को प्रॉब्लम है थर्ड ईयर स्टूडेंट? In next lecture, we will just go for the conversion from NFA epsilon to NFA DFA. Right? Yeah, so today we will stop here only. I will just go through the absent number. Fine, एक बार check करो. 3, 9, 18, 20, 23, 26, 27, 32, 34, 35, 37, 40, 41, 43, 45, 47, 49, 53, 54, 57, 69, 71, 74, and 77.
Sir, 57 present.
59,
57.
57 is present. आणि तुमच्या अनऑफिशियल ग्रुप वरती पण एक मेसेज टाका की बर 10 मिनिटचं स्पॅम असेल, बरोबर आहे ना? त्या ह्याच्यामध्येच तुम्ही सगळे जॉईन व्हा, नंतर मी कोणालाही अलाउ करणार नाही, बरोबर? ओनली 10 मिनिट्स सफिशियंट फॉर यू टू जॉईन इट. आणि जर जॉईन होत नसेल तर वेल अँड गुड आहे.